Hi, you guys. It's Christy. Going to talk about some more Chez Panisse alums. So far we've done David Tanis and Deborah Madison and Paul Bertoli. Today I thought we'd do Joyce Goldstein. She might not be a household name to a lot of people, but I'm going to tell you some things about Joyce Goldstein right now, and a lot of it I just found out myself. So she started and owned a cooking school in San Francisco way back in the day. And then her son, Evan, who was working at Chez Panisse, called and asked her if she could come over to Chez Panisse to help out while a baker was out of commission, basically. So she came over and she worked, and then of course she got sucked in. And so she ended up working at Chez Panisse for 3 years as their executive chef. And at the end of that time, she quit and moved on to opening her own restaurant, which was called Square One, also in San Francisco. And she ran that from 1984 to 1996, I believe. Let me just check that. Yes, 1994 to 1996. The first Joyce Goldstein book I ever bought, I bought it in 1992, I believe. I was working at a retail cooking store and I found it on the shelf during my lunch hour, and I felt like I had struck gold. I just couldn't even believe. In fact, I ran into the lunchroom and demanded why no one had told me about Joyce Goldstein. So this is that book, The Mediterranean Kitchen. So this one she wrote in 1989. I cooked quite a bit out of this book. At the time, I was working a minimum wage job at the cooking store at that time. So I did a lot of, chickens and a lot of vegetables. Joyce Goldstein's food is California-inspired Mediterranean. So she does a lot of Italy, she does a lot of Spain, she does a lot of Portugal, she does a lot of Turkey. That's kind of her thing. She will actually say in the book that these are not really authentic recipes. They are more her take. So keep that in mind if you want to look up Joyce Goldstein. The second book I bought of hers, Back to Square One. So obviously a play on her restaurant name, Square One. This book actually got a James Beard Award in 1993 for Best General Book. And again, I cooked quite a bit out of this book. Although ironically, what I cooked the most out of this book was one recipe, which is the almond cake. I never cooked the almond cake professionally, but I did it so many times for family and friends. It was one of my mom's favorites. So I'm sure I have not baked my last almond cake out of this book. Then I have 3 more books. And honestly, until I started getting ready for this video, I thought I pretty much owned all but one Joyce Goldstein book. I thought that I had not, or knew that I had not bought her most recent one, which is from 2018. It's called The Jam Sessions. I have had it out of the public library. It looks really good. I will eventually buy it. But what's so funny to me is, so I have 5 books here, and I knew about the Jam Sessions. So I thought, oh, Joyce Goldstein has probably written 6 books. I don't know how this woman does it. She must not sleep. I don't know. But I dug a little deeper on the internet and I discovered that since 1989 to 2018, when she published Jam Sessions, she has written 28 books. 28 books in 31 years. I really don't know how she does it. So if she's not a household name for you, you might want to check her out. It's interesting to me that her son, the one who originally asked her to come over to Chez Panisse and help out, became a master sommelier, and he does the wine pairing suggestions in a lot of her books. So that's always kind of a cool thing too. She also got, I want to give her a little plug for this, she also got Best California Chef from James Beard in 1994. And if you look up the James Beard Awards, for like 1993, 1994, you'd be amazed at the who's who. I mean, that was tough competition. So, so obviously she really knows her stuff. She is still alive. She is 88 years old and still consulting. And God knows, maybe she's going to put out another book. Maybe she'll go for 29. I don't know. But anyway, that is today's Chez Panisse alum celebratory, talking about the cookbooks that have come out of that restaurant and have inspired all of us. So I'm not sure who we're going to do next, but there's a lot to choose from. So take care. We'll see you soon.